everyone, my name is Becca Wong and today I'm going to share with you the common errors in English usage. We as a learner cannot avoid errors because errors mostly and naturally occur in the learning process. It happens because we use different forms to deliver our ideas, feelings, or messages. Learning a language is the same with learning its structure. Groups of words have little or no meanings if they are not ordered in a way recognizable to the listener or reader. If you know all the rules in all grammar books around the world but couldn't use them, you wouldn't have learned what you need to in order to become a fluent speaker. All language have its structure. Now, let me explain to you what is grammatical error. Grammatical errors are usually distinguished from factual errors, logical fallacies, misspelling, typographical errors, and faulty punctuation. There are 4 types of grammatical errors in an English language. The first one is omission. The second one is addition, followed by misinformation and misordering. Let's look at the first type of grammatical errors, omission. Omission is the absence of an item that must appear in a well-formed utterance. For example, marry the president of the new company. This is a sentence that having grammatical errors of omission as the omit of grammatical morpheme is. The correct sentence will be Mary is the president of the new company. The second type error is addition. Addition is an item which must not appear in a well-formed utterance. It is the opposite of omission. For example, the word put. It shouldn't be spelled as P-U-T-T-E-D. If we spell like this, it becomes a regularization errors, which is also a category of addition errors, where a marker that is typically added to a linguistic item is erroneously added to exceptional items of a given classes that do not take a marker. The third type of grammatical errors that I would like to share with you is misinformation. Misinformation is the use of the wrong form of the morpheme or structure. For example, the present tense word run. In past tense, it is not run. It is ran. And the plural noun of goose is not gooses, but is geese. The last type of grammatical errors is misorder. Misorder is the incorrect placement of a morpheme or group of morphemes in an utterance. For example, what daddy is doing. This is an incorrect utterance. A correct utterance is what is daddy doing. The next example will be I don't know what is that. Feel familiar, right? Yeah, we always say this sentence in our daily life, but it is wrong. The correct utterance that we should use is I don't know what that is. Let us move to the next sections, which is the common errors that we used to see in English. The first common errors is mistakes in homophones. Homophones are pairs of words that sound the same, but they have distinctly different meanings and different spellings. For example, your and your. It sounds the same, right? But they have different meanings. The word your is a possessive adjective that used to indicate ownership. It is often followed by a noun or noun. On the other hand, your is a contraction of you are. It usually followed by the present participle where ing is added to the base verb. The next example is patient and patient. Patient is a person who is receiving medical care or someone who is cared for by a particular doctor or dentist when necessary. Meanwhile, the word patience is the ability to wait or to continue doing something despite difficulties, or to suffer without complaining or annoyance. This error commonly occurs because of the similarities between the two words. Normally, the English users may mix up the meaning of both words because they have the same sound but different in meaning and spelling. The confusion in the definition of the words between the patient and patient will produce a misunderstanding for the users. The second common mistake that usually we can detect in our daily life is mistake in punctuation. Let's look at the first photo that I have shared with you. Let's eat grandma. Let's eat grandma. A comma should be applied in the sentence to provide clarity. Let's look at the first sentence. Let's eat grandma. The first sentence implies that we are actually going to eat grandma. But in the second sentence with a comma there, it implies that we are telling grandma the food is ready to eat. Can you see the difference between comma and without comma? The next example. Please, no smoking food or beverage permitted in the clinic. Thank you. This sentence is actually having a common mistake as they didn't put a comma in the sentence. A comma is a punctuation that used to separate words, ideas, or phrases in a sentence. It is used to separate 3 or more words or phrases in a series. Therefore, in the example, the correct sentence is please, no smoking, comma, food, comma, or beverage permitted in the clinic. A comma should be added in the sentence. The third common errors that we always detected in daily life is misspelling. I'm sure that we are familiar with these errors as it sometimes happen to us. There are many reasons that contribute to spelling errors. For example, mistranslation, carelessness, or limited vocabulary. The misspelling of a word may confuse the users because it turns the meaning of the sentence and is misunderstood by the readers. Next, greengrocer's apostrophe. What is greengrocer apostrophe? Greengrocer apostrophe is an informal term in British English for the non-standard use of an apostrophe before the final S in the plural form of a word. A plural form is formed by adding S or ES to the end of a singular word. Apostrophe is not used to form plurals. It is used when certain abbreviations, letters, or words are used as noun. Other than the 4 grammatical errors that I shared with you just now, there are many types of common mistakes that we can actually detect in our daily life. I'm sure that it is not a strange thing for us to find some grammatical errors when we swipe our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or when we read an advertisement, watching a YouTube channel, and others. However, we should avoid making those mistakes when we are writing. Here are some tips for you guys to avoid making mistakes when using the English language, which are: avoid incorrect subject-verb agreement, avoid the overuse of pronouns or incorrect pronouns, avoid long and confusing run-on sentence or sentence fragment, and the last one is avoid the incorrect use of commas. That's all from me. Thank you.